right, so for you Libras, you have the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So these three cards right here for you, Libras. A lot of you Libras very much so are very focused on your own priorities, right? The things that you have to do. The things that you have to do to put you in a higher status, right? In your own life, in your own existence. The things that you have to do to make you more important, right? To be higher value or higher valuation to other people. And the King of Pentacles represents you're overcomplicating things. All it is that you have to do when it comes to getting to know somebody is just be straightforward about what you want. There's, from what I see, there's way too much over complications when it comes to getting to know somebody. Look, the truth of it is this here. If somebody really wants to get to know you and they're interested, there's many different factors that could boil down to why they're interested. As long as you're a decent person and you strive for decency in all areas of your life, if a person tells you no, really and truly it's their fault. It's their problem. The Justice and the Eight of Swords represents you may be throwing hypothetically, but you may be throwing, or not hypothetically, excuse me, metaphorically, you're throwing daggers at yourself. You have the Justice, which represents Libra. So you're ruminating, you're overthinking things. You're overthinking about, well, why is it that things aren't necessarily working out for you, Libras? And honestly, the truth is, like it is that I said before, you are overcomplicating the way that you approach others. Whenever it is, when I used to be younger, right? I'm in my early 30s. When I used to be younger, and people used to tell me, no, they're not interested. Oh, no, they're not interested. I used to allow those people to get me to feel bad about myself because I used to think that there was something wrong with me, because no matter how many people I was trying to go after, not all, but so many of them were uninterested, right? Like I would have bouts of having companions and then not, right? Dry spells. And it only took me up until 2019, because I figured it out prior to 2019, but it only took me to 2019. I figured it out that as long as you strive to be decent, when people run game and they do all that other type of nonsense, they're dysfunctional. And that they're really trying to make it seem like you're dysfunctional and that there's something wrong with you, which is why it is that they can't rock with you in the first place, which is completely untrue. So here you Libras are metaphorically throwing daggers at yourself, right? You have the dagger and you're throwing it ultimately at yourself about why it is that a lot of you Libras are not good enough and why you're not competent to find anybody. And all of these things may be completely untrue. Because then the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups now represents because some people from your past want to get to know you. So you have to ask yourself, Libra, if these people think of you as being so trashy, why would somebody come back? It's either you have no value or you do have some level of value. It's just that it's low, right? And the thing is that we, no matter the zodiac sign, we all grow up trying to find our place, and we all hear contradictory stories or oxymoronic stories where some people will tell you they have no use, some at all, you have no value at all to no matter who it is. And then you get that impression, and then sometimes you hear people show you interest, right? Or they are interested in you because they show it to you in front of your face. And then now you're asking yourself, do you have value or you don't? And the truth is, it's somewhere in the middle, meaning that it just depends on whom it is that you are associating yourself with. So the part that they leave out, because people don't like to talk in complete sentences, is that the part that they leave out is, you're either valuable to me or no, you're not valuable to me. So the times that you have heard you're not valuable, right? They gave off the impression that you're not going to be valuable to anybody whatsoever. But the reality of it is, no, you're just not compatible with me for whatever reason, and you have no value to me. But it does not mean that you have no value, period. So then the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups is about you Libras having to understand and keep that in your thoughts. Because once again, like I just said, if you didn't have any value, Libra, why would these people, right, your exes, and some of them maybe they could have been potential exes, or people that you could have been in a relationship with, but for whatever reason it didn't work out and things didn't get started. You know what I'm saying? Not everything, just because it gets started, means that it goes anywhere. Sometimes you think things are going to go somewhere, and unfortunately they don't. But why are these people coming back to you if you lack such value? So you need to give yourself some credit. The Devil card represents the Devil, and you have the Justice. Excuse me, not the Justice, the Lovers, excuse me. And they are of the same motif. So they want you so much to the point where they can't let you go. Now, this is what it is I'm talking about. You're so undesirable, but then, according to some people, but then at the same time, they reach out to you and they want to contact you and try to get you to pay attention to them, right? It's because, again, the Devil, the Lovers. It's about self-love, real self-love, not the stupid, warped version of what people consider self-love. That's not real self-love. That's conceit. That's being conceited. That's self-centeredness. That's different than self-love. But it's because it's a game. It's a sick and twisted game. You got a lot of people out here playing the social hierarchy game, and people who are concentrating on their own lives and getting them their own self situated are at the top automatically of the hierarchy game, because the stupid individuals are fighting amongst each other, right? Like crabs in a bucket or whatever, trying to step on each other's toes to get to where it is that they are, because they don't seem to understand that it is not trying to be in competition with another person. What it is it's about learning how to take care and handle your own affairs, handle your own business. Because the truth is, a lot of these millionaires and billionaires that are competitors and stuff like this, they still know how to work together for a common cause. And some of them are even cool with one another behind the scenes, but publicly they are against each other, because competition is good for the economy. You understand what I'm saying? Now, a lot of stupid individuals don't know that, but then when you call them stupid, oh my gosh, they're so emotional. Don't call me that. So what are you if you refuse to hear the truth? And you continue to make decisions that are dysfunctional. So what I'm trying to say is that it's a game. And favoritism and nepotism is the order of the day. Meaning what? Meaning that, what'd you say? Oh, meaning that it's about favoritism. It's about trying to appeal to people's delusion of grandeur is what it is. And if you can do that, that's what gets you to be chosen. I just broke down a whole other layer of it. So the Five of Cups represents when the problem is the Five of Cups, which is when people get to understand you as Libras, and you are way more in depth and way more valuable than they originally projected onto you that you are going to be, because they was trying to use you as a stepping stone and it doesn't work, Libra. What happens is that now they're slapped back to reality by the consequences of their own actions. And now I shouldn't have done this, but I was so busy trying to front for whomever. Let's clarify the Five of Cups. Four of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Page of Swords, King of Swords, right? Because they are thinking about there's consequences that specifically the Six of Cups people, the people that are coming back, that you're hearing from again, they're thinking about how Four of Cups, Three of Pentacles, they misjudged you intentionally. They wanted to play hard to get because they kept overvaluing themselves, and that they kept downplaying your value even more than they should, right? Dehumanizing you, and now it backfired on them. So now, guess what, Libra? The Page of Swords and the King of Swords, you can't hang out with them. You know why? Because the jealousy would ensue. Jealousy is a big problem as to why relationships, most, not all, but the vast majority of relationships worldwide, the whole globe, doesn't work. That don't work. Jealousy is a big part. The idea that a person could lay down with another person and be jealous of that person is mind-boggling. But there's a serious problem, because you know why? Because even if this person of old that you know would get back together with you, you would allow these people to get in cool with you again, and you actually accept them back into the fold. You bring them back in. The jealousy, which is the Page of Swords, would still ensue, right? For most of them. Some of them will make it, some of them may be able to actually tell you that they were jealous of you, or tell you that they're sorry and that they really realized how much they messed up. But for the vast majority of you and every other zodiac sign, the jealousy would be too much of a problem. So it really is up to you to decide for yourself, because the Page of Swords and the King of Swords represents they are able to admit to you that they was really tripping. Take the good with the bad.